Hey, 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 everybody. What's going on in the neighborhood? What's up? What's up? What's up? All right. Hey, my two. Thank you so much for that. I'll read it real quick. Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Thank you, love. I am here. What's up? I'm chosen. Hey, Ashley Chats and Roslyn, Pammy. What's up, Pammy? Hey, Treasure. Tabs. What's up? Hey, Lachelle's. Hey, Nina. Good evening to you, too. Hey, Penny. Tanya. Amelia. Lolita. Gloria. What's up? Hey, Nita. What's up? Real talk. Sonia. What's up, my girl? Robin. What's up? You changed me. You always in the building. I think I missed you one time. What's going on? Whew. What y'all done started outside? Or did they leave the gate open? Ooh. What's up, Ranithia Lonnie? Miss Malibu. Hey, Caramel Cutie. Angela. Hey, everybody that's coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Whew. So, what's up, Spicy Brown? So much has went on. What's up, Special K? I know. I know, Special K. We got a date. It's What's up, Shanta? You full of popcorn. Pass me some. Where Amber? I don't see Amber, but hey Amber. Um, all right, y'all. So who left the gate open? Who left the gate open? Hey Sabby. What's up, dreamy girl? All right. So I do want to start by saying this first. Um, it's okay to agree to disagree. That is totally fine. People have got to let people have their own opinions. People have got to let people have their own minds and think for themselves. Like this is out of control. Oh, I ain't see you, Dreamy. You know I was gonna speak. What you mean, real talk? I'm so tired. I was up being so damn nosy last night. I ain't had no business up being nosy. None. What's up, so pretty germ? But I was being real nosy. Um, you gotta let other people have their own outlook, their own opinion, especially when they have dealt with the person, when they have dealt with certain people that you haven't. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's where they know something different than you do because they've actually dealt with that person. Thank you so much, Terry. Hey, Miss Lasonder. Um, and I mean that because that's where the discord happened last night. That's they was People were trying to jump to conclusions, thinking they knew the story or thinking they knew which way she was going. And I stayed to the end. And I think, I don't agree with a lot of things the internet sister do, and that's just it is what it is. I don't hate her, I don't dislike her, but I don't like a lot of things that she say or do. I don't know her. But she said a whole bunch of good shit last night and a whole bunch more today, right? Because people say things not to always try to change your mind. It's not always about somebody trying to change your mind. It's about this is how they feel, this is their feelings, and they are very much valid. You have to let people get their own perspective on people. You have to let that happen. Um, so yeah. So I don't know. Y'all could put a one in the chat if y'all seen Jeannie's live from last night, early morning. And y'all, I might have to run downstairs and let my dogs in because it's thundering. All right. We got a few people that seen it. If you didn't see it, we could listen to a little bit of it if y'all want to. That's up to y'all. Y'all could yes or no that question too. Um Look at Lasana putting that one. So one of the first things Jeannie did say was that she did accept the apology that was given to her. We all see she didn't join the panel. Now, personally, in my opinion, do I think she slept through it? I don't think she was asleep. I just think she didn't want to do it. And that's her God-given choice. I don't think she wanted to join it. And if you catch up to today, she had many reasons to not join it. And those was her reasons. We can sleep is a waste of time. Let's roll. Okay, so as adults, we have choices. She chose not to join. They shouldn't hold that against her. She said she didn't watch. And if she didn't watch, she chose not to watch until I guess she kept getting these. And that's another thing. Stop sending all these messages trying to get somebody to go somewhere that they're not at. If she wasn't there, what made y'all believe that she wanted to be there? You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to make people go where you want them to go or where you think they should be. And so what she did last night was a big girl thing. She knew how she felt. Yes, she apologized. I feel like she did apologize to them first. And I feel like she did that for herself or whatever the reason she did it, okay? Whatever the reason, she apologized to them first because it's some backlash about that because people feel like she shouldn't have apologized if she still felt like this. But people do certain things for themselves. Mr. Son, I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna let y'all come up. And so, but last night she created boundaries, right? She chose to not go up there. She chose to not go somewhere where she knew she would have got out of her body. You know what I'm saying? And if she wanted to get out of her body, she had her own panel to go and do it on, right? And so that's what she chose to do, and that is what it is. That is just what it is. What was so wrong with that? I'm gonna get that Lachey. Some people just don't understand what and so a lot of us, I'm gonna play a job, I'm gonna play it. But some people don't understand what it means to actually create boundaries. It don't mean just not letting people in your space. It also means not going into spaces that's a trigger for you. It is what it is. It's called protecting your peace. But some people won't understand that because some people just ain't gonna understand it. All right, so I'm gonna pull it up and I'm gonna play it since y'all want to play it. And y'all know y'all gotta let me know if y'all can hear it when I play it. Hold on. Hold on, see.
These are eating a little piece. Do you see the glitter on the side? I love a good classy black frame that never fails. Like you are always going to look very put
hey everybody
together.
that came in. Okay. Okay, I'm not playing that.
A fact, and
okay, hold on.
What transparent. You guys know I'm not moved off of dislikes. We can share the same dislikes. But if you're not standing on the truth, just because you dislike what I dislike, that's not gonna move me. I'm moved by the truth.
Okay, could I say something?
By the truth.
Dang, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, hold on, y'all. I done messed up.
dislikes.
Okay.
Months
Oh
after
my
Shannon
goodness.
disappeared, police were searching.
I can be open.
So basically, right here, I'm a commentate because y'all know we can't just play it. So basically, right here, she was saying she's not moved by dislikes because she felt like the panel that was being had was on built off of them having the same dislikes, right? And I'm gonna keep it a buck. I ain't either. I ain't moved off dislikes either. See, if you honest, right? Bull up. We gonna get there. Yeah, absolutely, Upper. You're right. Let me pin it real quick. Upper said, "What I saw last night is that it appears that people have plenty of self control when they choose to. You better speak about it, meaning that people consciously come out here and act upon. I think you said, yeah, food on purpose. Wow. Period. I seen it all. I was woke. I was tired as hell getting up from work this morning, but I made it. So Jenny says she's not moved by dislike. She's moved by the truth, right? And we'll talk about that. But I feel you. I'm not moved by dislikes either, right? Because if you gonna be honest and you gonna be true, if it's something that I like or I dislike and you don't, be true to yourself. Say, hey, I don't like that. Or hey, I like this. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to go along to get along. And that's the problem. Like it's a whole lot of going along to get along. And what y'all did was because it was said today. What we did was supposed to be a smack in those people's faces. That is y'all problem right there. That is the biggest problem. Y'all try to make shit look good. You know that sugar on that shit. That's what y'all was trying to do, but it turned around and it smacked your ass in the face. That's what happened. Cause that man, stop playing. See, if everything was what it was supposed to have been in the first place, cause Jenny can't. I'ma play it. I'ma play it, y'all. Cause I'm getting ahead of myself.
And I can be honest tonight. And that's what I'm doing. I'm open and I'm being honest. I'm letting you guys know I'm not moved off of dislikes. We can share the same dislikes. But if you're not standing on the truth, just because you dislike what I dislike, that's not going to move me. I'm moved by the truth. I'm moved by trust. Can I trust you? Can I trust you? That's what moves me. Now I'm going to get into this banner.
All
I
right.
can't
Before
tell
I
people
go into
how
this
to
banner,
run a
because I really too
panel.
much didn't care about
Can't
this
tell
banner
people how to
thing.
run
That
it.
was the least of my worries, to be honest. Ashley, you said I knew it, shaking my fucking head. I knew it was done purposely. It was said today. I don't care how they try to flip it, turn it, reverse it. It was said that what we did was supposed to be a slap in their fucking face. Baby, who got slapped? Knocked the fuck out. Okay? So when she's saying, can I trust you? I'ma just be real. You know what I'm saying? Like she wrong because she did issue the apology. I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt most of the live, but you issued the apology. So a grown woman, you could have just moved on and didn't get on the panel and kept it moving and just went on about your way, right? But all this shit is built on a lie. Like it's all built on a lie. It's gonna fall. No matter how you try to bake the cake is gonna fall. If everything was what it was supposed to be in the first place, this woman would have knew she was supposed to be on the panel. She ain't know nothing about the live. Everything was done for the look of things. For what? Who are y'all trying to prove something to?
Panel. But I looked at the banner, and I assume I can be wrong. Like I said, I didn't catch the beginning. I looked at the banner tonight of faces of brown skinned women.
Hey, Luscious Lips. Hey, everybody.
I looked at the banner of beautiful brown skinned women. Now, when I looked at the banner, the first thing came to my mind was rebuilding trust after LaTrue saga. That's the first thing came to my mind. Rebuilding trust after LaTrue saga. That's the first thing came to my mind. Because I seen a bunch of brown-skinned women that have went back and forth with each other. And now they're all on a banner together. And you have people saying,
I gotta stop it, y'all. So I want to read Lex's comment. I could see that both ways. So she said, special case, she is valid on that. However, she had issues with Amber too. She threw Amber's name out there to get them folks mad and want to argue, knowing everyone's tired of it. You speaking on Jeannie, right? So here's the thing. And I don't know if you watched the whole thing. It was a damn good example. It wasn't a lie. It was the truth. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't prove that that's what she did it for, but I can prove it was the truth. Yeah. So that, I didn't, and y'all know how we fuck with Amber. So I wouldn't take that personal because I feel like she told the truth. You know what I'm saying? It was all for a dislike of certain people that they don't like. And out of all of them people don't like her. It's a fact. It was proved that it was the truth. AD says she could have said anybody but Amber. It is. It was the truth. It was the truth. I'm gonna play it.
oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. And I have a problem with acting off of emotions, you know, and that have gotten me in some bad places. So the banner. And a
Oh,
lot of people been
oh, my
moved by
bad.
it. A lot of people have been moved by it.
I'm
I don't
sorry.
want none of you guys.
Y'all ain't miss nothing. Stop acting. I say acting too. That's not me, y'all. That's it.
Other,
That's on here.
okay? Because that was one of my biggest problems. That was one of my biggest problems with the LaTruth movement or his saga or whatever, is watching brown skinned women be divided. That was one of my biggest problems.
I'm gonna pause it.
Is seeing how
I don't agree. I don't understand how. So, and this was a point in time where she could have stayed standing alone because it's the same. It ain't no difference over here than it is over there. And that's all we've been trying to say for the longest. And last night, they showed their ass on her chat. And they showed how fast they will change on somebody they have been rocking with forever because they was going in the chat, and then I didn't like the fact that they tried to make it seem like, oh, it was trolls in there. Now don't get me wrong, I seen like a troll or two, but at the end of the day, they got them up out of there. It was they people. It was they people, and it was some very well known people of theirs, of their supporters that was out there in her chat acting a fool. Left her chat because somebody else went live. We'll get there too. Somebody else went live, and they went over there, and they was spreading the negativity over there, which was wrong of that person. But anyway, here we go.
Women was attacking each other, dragging each other, and going back and forth with each other.
Okay, Lucky.
About their opinions. Like, so many people being disrespected because of their opinions, because unpopular opinions, or because people didn't agree with your opinion. So they attacked you.
Your smile matters, but so does your bank account.
Let me see if I can
With
run.
Aspen Dental, you don't have to choose. All new patients without insurance get a free exam and x-ray. Work.
And Mr. LaTruth was okay with it. He was happy to see a lot of us brown-skinned women destroy each other, tear each other up. He was absolutely okay with that. And that troubled me. That bothered me real bad. That bothered me real bad because he was okay with it. And you know what? Us women was okay with doing it. Mr. LaTruth never brought anything to the internet. Okay, I'm not here to go back and forth with you about what he brought here to the internet. I can tell you what, he was an influencer. He was a man with power. He showed he was making $72,000 a month. So he had some type of motion.
That's what we're not gonna do. So just in case, for the people that's listening, I am not a LaTruth supporter. I supported the BS because I knew I seen a lie. So they can kiss my tail if they want to go say that's a LaTruth supporter, because I'm not. I never have been. Okay? I just ran upstairs. Y'all had to go let the dogs in. But what I will say is, whoever that is, Samaya said he'd never brought it to the internet. He didn't bring it to the internet. However, it came to the internet. And don't say he's a man of power, because the way y'all make Brianna sound, y'all make her sound like she's a woman of power. Y'all said, now we're going to talk about how much money he made, because y'all said she was the bag. Let's not forget that. Y'all said that she was the bag. Y'all said that she made the man. So what's up? Because you want to be real here. So you got to make sure you keep it real through the whole live. You know, you got to keep it real through the whole live, Jean. Okay, Kane? So at the end of the day, it don't matter how much money that man was making. He do not have the power to make nobody do a damn thing, just like she don't.
Ain't clean it up either. He sure ain't.
Brianna didn't clean it up either. She still ain't cleaned it up. She actually still inciting it. So let's get it together.
It up, but this is not what this live is about. That's in the past. Whether who
not
brought what to the internet,
y'all talk about him every day.
His name was attached to drama,
and yours and mine.
And he wasn't Stephen Wonder out here. He was LaTruth, so he was able to see what was going on. He wasn't blind to the situation,
and his baby mother wasn't either.
And everyone that have spoken in the defense of LaTruth, if they can't get out here and stand on the truth,
all 10,
then I can't be moved by them, because they dislike, but they can't speak the truth and stand on the truth. Anybody that spoke for this man know that if he have not told him to say stuff, because like I said, he have told me to say certain stuff and post certain stuff. I don't care how much he get out here and lie and say he haven't.
I don't care what he told you to do. See, you forgot. You wanted to be the woman. We ain't forgot. I don't care what you say. You know what I'm saying? This is in my opinion. So he probably was sharing a little. He probably did feel like he. I don't know. That's neither here or there. But I do know that it's some content creators in here, and it's some content creators that I talk to that he ain't never said put this and put that out. So that's a fucking bald-faced lie. That's a lie. It's a lie.
But most people will say, yes, he encouraged them. Yes, he made them feel comfortable for supporting him. He never gave nobody a bad vibe, a bad energy for supporting him.
Why should he?
And that is not what this message is about tonight. So for you all that's still in the darkness and still support him, this chat is probably not for you tonight. This live is probably not for you tonight.
Hold on, I gotta read them. Hold on, y'all. I ain't trying to skip nobody, so don't feel bad. If you want me to read the comment, just tell me. The real is he took care of her and the kids the first 4 years, and they only were married 6 years. You better talk about it. Came out the horse's mouth. Hers. And Special K said, I thought she said some good shit. She said some real shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't lie about the real shit because I'm a realist. So we'll talk about that. All she do is lie. That's what Lisa said. Upper said, they always say that LaTruth was okay with it, but they conveniently forgot that Brianna was sending things to her content creators to post. So I guess she liked the back and forth as well. And do. Miss Mel, I have no clue. Chrissy loves purple. What's her truth? She act like she had a real relationship with him. And let's just be real. I think in her mind, she maybe did feel like she had a real relationship with him, but I don't know. Twin girl said, I turned 57 years old yesterday, but she got me feeling like I'm 5 years old, girl. What you said? Happy belated birthday, babes. She always puts everything on him and everything. What did he have to do with the live last night? He had absolutely nothing to do with the live last night, but I will say, what happened was, whatever she had said, because I ran downstairs, so I forgot, because I seen this part. If somebody had put in there, he never brought anything to the internet. And so that's what made her start talking about that. But I'm so happy she just wrapped it up and said it's not about that tonight, because it wasn't.
It's probably not for you tonight. So, anywho, you all, like I was saying, looking at that banner, the first thing that came to my mind was rebuilding trust after the LaTruth saga. Rebuilding trust after LaTruth saga. Now, like I said, I'm just being open and honest. I'm being open and honest, transparent, whatever you want to call it, tonight. And I'm saying this as humble as possible. When I looked at that banner, two things came to my mind, and that was rebuilding trust after LaTruth saga. And then the next thing came to my mind is, why wasn't Bree Anna face put on that banner? I added her on my thumbnail. I'm just telling y'all what came to my mind.
That part,
rebuilding trust after the LaTruth saga. And where was Bree's picture? Those are the two things that came to my mind. Okay? Those are the two things that came to my mind. Because if I'm eligible for an apology, then Bree should be eligible. She should be eligible for an apology as well. Now,
Hold
this is my
on.
opinion.
Well, if you eligible for an apology and Bree eligible for an apology, I think Robert is very much so eligible for an apology. What y'all think? Since they brought him up anyway.
And you all said I can be open and I can be honest. I can be transparent. And I'm saying this as humble as possible. When I looked on that banner and seen all of us beautiful faces, like I said, that have been affected in some type of way in this saga by going back and forth with each other, attacking each other, or saying distasteful things towards each other. One of the questions popped to my head when I seen that banner. One of the questions popped to my head when I seen the banner. Why isn't Bree face on this banner? Why is Bree face is not on this banner?
So I didn't agree with this. Yes, Kim Kobe, he do lost souls. Well, where is BR's apology? And who is you you talking about break room? From who? From Jeannie? He most definitely need one. They are believers of lies. Lisa, honestly, that's just it, and that's just all. I just can't stomach her voice. She's a real life special. Girl, you know Roz ain't got no act right. What's her end game? Because y'all know I'm a nurse, but I can only stand her voice and pronounce the words for so long. I'm losing oxygen. Just hold on tight, baby. Bree, the one started the mess. She's the one who needs to apologize to everybody. Start repeating yourself, woman. Right. I'm trying to get there. I really don't care. Like we could fast forward about this because I don't care why Bree wasn't on the why Bree wasn't on there. Let me see if I can get a little more.
Much drug talked about.
Hey, Blessed Beyond Measure. What's up? What's up, Fee? She quiet, y'all. That ain't me.
Well, I don't think he could have hold anything against her of people apologizing to her. Kim, I don't think he would be able to hold anything against her. I didn't hear the video, but all of it, I heard some of it, and it didn't sound like nobody was attacking him, dragging him, talking negative about him. It sounded like, there was people righting their wrongs and handing out flowers. And
So
I
what
can't
Kim
see how.
said is Kim said, "Okay, Jeannie, enjoy." See, they were starting to get mad, but Kim said, "Okay, Jeannie, enjoy your night." He has her back up against the wall. My opinion is, if her name is attached to anything, he will hold it against her. And I might have to agree. Like, hold what against her? I'll pull it up for you, Roz, in a second. But hold what against her? She's right. They was doing nothing. They was doing nothing but what she said they was doing. They, I guess, was trying to let bygones be bygones. So I don't know why, but I still don't know why Jeannie wanted her picture on there. It didn't make sense.
Will go against her in court. And once again, yeah, once again, this just me doing what I do. Talk too much. This just me talking too much. This just me giving my opinion, which may be an unpopular opinion to some people. This is just me being open and honest on what I thought about tonight. It's not for people to get in their feelings. Just telling y'all what came to my mind tonight when I seen the banner, when I came in the live stream. The first thing I was thinking, okay, sound like this is a positive live.
She's about to say
And
something
I
else,
hope
y'all.
this live is about
Absolutely.
rebuilding
Bless you, I
trust
measure.
after the LaTrue saga versus coming together and building a relationship based off of dislikes. That's what I was thinking to myself. I say, now come on.
Uh-oh.
I hope this is a live stream rebuilding trust after LaTrue saga. And this ain't just one of those random old shit shows. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just saying what I have seen. This is what I have seen. I have seen many shit shows where people build relationships off of dislikes.
That's the truth.
They will come together, and I know a lot of y'all have seen it, whether y'all want to agree with me or not. Whether y'all want to agree with me or not, I know a lot of you all have seen.
So that's the truth, right? Hold on. She was right. Nobody can rush her relationship or group her with TC, Nina, or Toya that soon just because they are cool with them. But she mainly irritated because she didn't control the names. Um, yeah. I feel like she is. I feel like that's a reason why she's irritated. But would you not be irritated if you was on a banner with these people that you knew nothing about? Because that was weird to me when she said that. I was like, huh? Why would they put me? I don't care. I talk to Amber Tabby. I talk to Boo Love them every day. But if I was gonna attach their name to something, I'm gonna ask them. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just not finna just attach you and attach your face to something that you had no idea about what was going on. And she's not lying. We all have seen these internet relationships in this saga per se. We've seen the relationship built off of dislikes. None of us can really argue that. That's 1,000% true. And that's what was happening. I'm going to keep going.
Where people have joined together
She want to
where
say so
people
much more,
have
but
joined together
she's
because of
pausing like that because she's
dislikes.
trying to watch her words.
Nobody is saying the live was negative. No, it's never negative. When people join together for dislikes, it's never negative.
Fact.
Whoever in the chat, when Felicia joined with Amber them, you think anybody over there looked at Felicia as being negative? Hell to the no. Everybody over there said, oh, Felicia, we knew you was good. Oh, Felicia, no. Oh, yes, thank you for leaving.
Well, since we are here now, first and foremost, I'll say this. Felicia was negative, and the people that she was arguing was negative. It was all negativity, right? The difference is when we did the panel, we didn't do it for a show. Everybody knew. Didn't nobody know, actually. Didn't even nobody know that the panel was about to be had. See, that's how you let shit flow. You just gotta let shit flow. You can't just try to put things together and make it work. You gotta let shit flow. See, when Felicia panel went on and everybody was getting up there and Sweet Mom was crying and people was sharing tears and people was remembering what they did to this person, it just happened. It just happened. Y'all put it together. That's what's gonna happen, sweetheart. Look at the difference. Is anybody arguing Felicia? Has there been any negativity over here with Felicia? So that was a horrible example.
For standing up. Thank you for speaking your truth. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hell, when the girl who tried to take Amora to court, the lady that lived out of the country, the other Ashley, AC.
I'm gonna refer y'all to Ashley Chat's live. She did one this morning at shoot, I think it was like 7, 8 o'clock this morning. She was woke. I was woke too. She did that live. She did address this. She addressed everything about her in this live. So in her live, that was said over here. Y'all go
Everybody
check it out.
salute her and put a crown on her head. And they thought it was a positive thing because she was over in Amora chat, my chat, using her panel.
But they did the same for you. You didn't support them originally. They welcomed you with open arms. And you've been rocking and rolling with them. So it's neither here or there. It's the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, respect the game.
Talk against Lil Truth. That's because that was a temporary. Y'all stay here for the message. Because one thing about it, you may not like what I say, but I guarantee you're going to pull a message. You're going to get a message from what I have to say. All I'm saying, I'm not comparing anyone. Like I said, AC. I didn't only use AC. And where I'm going at with this, I'm going. That's a good one. That's absolutely a good one, sis. I think people have their own timing. Hopefully in due time, everyone did Bree wrong with
I'm skipping that
banner. And when I seen the banner, I thought about rebuilding trust after LaTrue saga. Now, if y'all take those two things and make it negative, you may need to look in the mirror and examine yourself. If you take the two things I said about the live stream in a negative way, you may need to look in the mirror and examine yourself. Because there's nothing negative about me saying, when I seen the banner, why isn't Bree face on the banner? If I'm eligible for an apology, she should be eligible for an apology. And looking at the banner and going to the live stream, the first thing came to my mind is rebuilding trust after LaTrue saga. And then I went on to say what I have seen out here on the internet. Speaking in general, what I have seen out here on the internet, giving an example. So for you guys to come through and say, "Oh, they different than fishy. They different than fishy feet." I don't know about you guys, but the internet was to move totally different. I don't know how. Just like y'all don't know me, it takes them a lifetime to get to know a person. That's why a lot of people suffer with disappointment. That's why a lot of people suffer with disappointment, because you know what? A lot of people moves off of one conversation or move off of a person conversation. You don't even get in place to get to know a person, to know how they is. Just because you hear a person hold a conversation, you cannot judge an individual. And that go for me. It takes a lifetime to get to know people. Hell, I thought LaTruth was the best of the best. You couldn't tell me LaTruth was a bad person. 18 months ago, you couldn't tell me this man was a bad person.
Answer that for you, because somebody else said, "Where's the banner?" But she's talking about the banner that SF, if y'all know who that is. They had a banner last night on their live. Their thumbnail. She's saying banner, but it's the thumbnail. Of SF live last night. Why is she saying eligible she's saying eligible like they applied for an apology? Jenny, go lay down, please. Yeah, it's the thumbnail. Thank you, Tanya. But we don't care about you. All right.
Y'all already prepare y'all mind. Y'all to set y'all mind for me y'all set y'all mind for me to have something negative to say about.
All right. Facts. I'm sorry, y'all. They did. I saw the chat. I was in there. I was just looking, and it was turning. And you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like since they wanted to, They kind of did this to another person over there. Lexus, you know, ain't nobody doing that. That's neither here or there. That's why I really skipped over that part. Not you had to take a break. Okay, and so Special K. I'll agree with this. It's taking a lifetime to understand where she's going and figure out every other word she's saying. I'm trying to interpret for y'all a little bit now. But I will say she did get somewhere at the end, y'all. She really, really did. But y'all, it's getting there. You finna see what transpired. But she couldn't even really get there because the chat was going crazy. And she, you know, and that's why a lot of people don't look at the comments, but the chat was turning. So it's like she's really trying to like get them to understand what she's trying to say. While they all are throwing their opinions on, like, no, you need to go watch the live, or no, that's not right, and I don't agree with this, and I think you got this wrong, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not letting anybody get, you're not, they wasn't even allowing her to actually get to the point. And what you hearing right now, and I'm just giving her the benefit of the doubt. What y'all hearing right now is her reading the comments, and she's trying to get there. Can you speed her voice up a little? Oh my God, speed it up. She didn't want to stay talking about the people on that live. Have a common denominator. That was Amber. She knew that was going to start a bigger war in the chat, so it became banner and trust. She did. She was trying. I keep trying to tell y'all, if y'all pay attention to, you know, like somebody trying to like bite the bullet, don't say what they really want to say, and they trying to choose their words. That's what she was doing. Nah, we ain't doing that. We're not doing that. Okay, let me see if I can fast forward
the live stream. And that's not even what I'm here for. To speak nothing negative about the live stream. Some of y'all got to stand fast. Some of y'all got to understand communication skills. Just because y'all don't like what y'all hear me saying at the beginning, that don't mean like, this message is going to end up in a negative way.
From over here,
a lot of you guys, honestly, a lot of you guys have to examine you all. Y'all got to examine y'all.
So yeah, so they were saying like, they didn't like how they was letting the people from over here come into their sisterhood group, wherever the group is, whether it be Facebook, I don't know. And they were saying they just don't understand why they got to let everybody in. They can love them from a distance, and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know, as a content creator, you have followers. Of course, everybody has their own mind, right? But if they rocking with you, they kind of believe in you. They following you. They fucking with you, right? So basically, they don't realize that they did this to their own supporters, to where they can't even have their own train of thought because they've already trained them to believe certain things. So it is what it is. They don't like none of these people. Now that y'all want to like these people, y'all want them to like these people.
Y'all got to start shifting y'all mindset, because a lot of this stuff will fade away if people put out more positivity than negativity. Okay, so yes, I did too want to share the message, what I have seen in this saga before, after, doing. I have seen where relationships been built off of dislikes.
Special K,
people were joining forces because I'm going to tell you something.
You're doing exactly what they did last night. Just let it flow, okay? Just let it go. Just take a break. Just take a break.
Not saying no, that's what was going on that live stream. And it's sad.
We know what's up.
It's so sad. I told y'all the two things that came to my mind. And neither one of the two things was negative. Simply why Bree photo wasn't on there, and then The second thing was rebuilding trust after the LaTrue saga. So how can y'all possibly?
Okay, I'm gonna go for it. Okay, so
I don't have no side. I stand on the truth. And I rock with my dog walkers, my loud talkers, my healthy and wealthy internet family. That's what I rock with.
Yes, Lexa.
Something that was not developed
about
in
him.
this
Nothing is
saga.
positive
In
about
that
it.
saga,
We already
it wasn't
know
developed
that,
based off of a little truth.
We
but
already
a
know
bunch
that,
of women who stand on the truth. So all I'm saying is, so we don't fall victim. Do anybody have a plan on rebuilding trust?
Okay, be good.
How to repair broken trust? How to repair broken trust? That's all I'm asking.
Because she got to play nice. Blessed beyond measures. It's a game to them. They have to play nice, and you know, money talks. She's reading this comment, so I'm gonna read it to y'all. Let's see if she's gonna read it out loud.
One say, hey Jean, the live was about women that chose to break barriers as content creators and not judge one another solely on this saga, but for who we are. That's all love, Night Queens. Understood. And once again, I'm not here to judge the live stream. I'm not here to question the live stream. I'm just simply here saying, rebuilding trust after the LaTrue saga. Okay, breaking barriers is cutting loose from something, walking away from something, passing something, right? But where it have to come trust. Trust have to come in place. I can get on here and say, hey, and that's what y'all, I'm sorry. I mean to get loud, but I'm a very authentic person. I believe talk is cheap. I'm all about action.
You're right, Angel.
That's
I agree.
It. That's
totally.
all. I'm not here to judge anyone that was on the panel, anyone that spoke on the panel. I'm not. Like I said, I asked before I started talking. I was like, hey, y'all, can I be open? Can I be honest? Can I be transparent? Because, see, I know a lot of people say things to stroke each other ego, to stroke each other back, to be, hey, dap each other up. Hey, I'm cool with you. I'm cool with you. But this is me, the internet sister. That's why nobody can play an audio on me. Nobody can get on nobody's panel and say, oh, she said this, she said that. Because anything I have said, I said it here on the internet. I didn't get in group chats. I didn't call people up on the phone and talk. I'm so open and I'm so straightforward and I'm so transparent. And one thing you will know is what's on the internet, sister mine. You would never have to second guess me, question me.
I believe that, Lex. I believe that to a certain extent.
So miss too much for you. It's hard to build trust when it wasn't there from the jump start. Okay, come on. This is what I'm talking about. Come on in here. Y'all get in here and communicate with me.
Okay, so that was the question. The question was how to repair broken trust after the saga. And a lot of people just jump to their own conclusions, y'all. I'm gonna keep it a buck. They jump to their own conclusions. They felt like she was trying to turn a positive live into a negative live, and all of that. So, you know, and then break room comment, and here it comes. It's gonna come again where she comment again, and I'm gonna talk about that.
Okay, and let's stay on topic because that's all I want to do is hear back from y'all. I want to hear back from y'all. I'm not here to judge that live stream.
I'm gonna keep it real.
I'm not here to pull nothing negative from the live stream. I told you all what I thought of the live stream. Rebuilding trust after LaTrue saga. Simple. That's not hard. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, blessed beyond measure.
What is the plan? How do you repair broken trust?
Yep.
I want y'all to talk back to me.
Yep. Nikki, you're right.
Tell me, how do you repair broken trust? Miss Too Much for You said it's hard to build trust when it wasn't there from the jump start. Okay, now I'm getting people to engage and go with me where I'm trying to go.
Whew. Real talk. It was a little struggle.
Nothing,
Miss
Dior. I'm just
Latara.
being funny. You ain't missed nothing. I'm just being funny about him putting the pillow over my head, babe. You ain't missed
Let me see.
that may need, but then they mentioned Boyer, so I'm not sure. Well, I have to go back. Like I said, guys, rebuilding trust after the LaTrue saga. That's all the internet sisters is saying. Let's make parts that went
Okay, hold on.
on. I said being apology about TC and Mina giving me an apology. And I said, if I was eligible for apology, then Bree should have been
Get them likes
eligible for
up.
apology. So I don't know about who else got a apology. I just know that everybody that was up there was coming to some type of agreement to put their past behind, whether they apologize to each other or not. And you know what? Not to confuse y'all, board out all that. Just let's focus on rebuilding trust after LaTrue saga. And what is the plan? What is the plan? And how do we repair? How do we repair broken trust? We need,
Yeah,
listen,
Bridget,
like I said, we
manageable.
can boil out that. Once again, let's just stay on
That part.
topic on what my title
Which
said, rebuilding trust
she's
after the LaTrue saga. What is the plan? That's it. That's all.
because Lexi, that's not what she was trying to do.
Once again, baby, it was all about giving each other their flowers. I came in on the end of it to know that you guys was over there giving each other the flowers. And you just said so y'all can move on
Hey, this
and
is break room
understand
again.
each other.
So she
Understand.
said maybe she said, Jean, maybe you should watch the live to understand it, my love. And I felt like the question that she was answering, it really didn't require her to watch the live, y'all. Uh, they apologized, she apologized, and her question is, how do we rebuild trust after the LaTrue saga? So can anybody just explain to me, if I ask you that question, why would you come and tell me I think you should watch the live? You know what I'm saying? Because that live, you know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm basing my question off of. Upper said one thing about Jeannie is she cannot be controlled. That's what the others are going to fall, and that's what. Okay, so hold on, y'all. I'm trying to read it right up. That's what the others are going to fall in line and do whatever they're told. Correct, but she is going to do what she want to do. She is, and honestly, that's why I'm just gonna keep it real. I don't think it's gonna last long because even when AC was talking to them, I knew it wasn't gonna last long. See, if you're a person that cannot be controlled, they ain't going with you, and it's just that serious. Not for long at all. Hmm. I think she don't like. I think you mean they asked, which is cool. That's on her, and I think she's a really jealous person. Now, I could agree with that. I can agree with all of that right there. Tell her to forgive the truth and stop it. Um, See, when everybody was talking about all these apologies and rebuilding trust and moving on, um, and oh girl over there, the baby mama getting an apology, then I just feel like if that's what you feel like she should get, then you gotta feel like it would only be right to understand and know the truth is he do as well. At all, and in fact, she knew about that live and she didn't want to be a part of it, to be honest. So let me tell you something, Lexus. You gonna bring your tail up here. Let me tell you something. So I think, truth be told, She knew, but I don't believe. First of all, people don't know how she. I can even say this for her. She probably didn't know how to communicate because she could have found a way to get her friend, who she do talk to ask them, hey, I just don't want to be a part of this. Remove me. Remove my face for this. I'm not ready for this. She could have did that. Right. But you don't just go stick no. And do I wholeheartedly believe that the banner was put together? Yes, because she's not the only person that didn't join the panel. That shit was just put together because it was for a look. It was for a look. And it was already said, Lex, girl, don't you run no red lights. We need you to be here tomorrow. Yeah, Jeannie showed that she couldn't be controlled when it came to Maine. LOL. Right, upper. Definitely agree, upper. Because that live was for money and followers, and Gene Bean said, nah, we're not doing this. But you know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest, they SF only went over there for the supporters. Y'all, let's be real. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know they was jealous of the one they say they dismissed, right? So when you see somebody out here, they making it, and they was once a part of your group, you know what I'm saying? They didn't know what to do because they was not making content. They was not doing nothing because really wasn't nobody fooling with them. So they had to group themselves somewhere to get the support. So they ain't really pressure. You know what I'm saying? They're not really pressure like they try, like they mouths run. That pressure is really not there because if so, we talked about this yesterday on Tabs Live. They would have stood by themselves and they would have built a platform up. And it is what it is. She don't really fool with the crew, the new crew coming in. She don't really fool with the crew that's there right now. Like let's she don't fool with them right now. You know what I'm saying? It's all especially between her and Amora, right? Because they're individuals. Jean is team Jeannie. She is not about to fool with them folks long. She on YouTube for them coins and Robla only. And that's a fact. She's not finna deal with none of them long. None of them. Okay. They said that when they said 2K came to take the supporters, she be careful what you put out there. Angel said upper 100 plus JC doesn't really fool with women like that. She said that plenty of times in here, but we heard her say that before. You know, she will keep it virtual and that's it. I can guarantee you she won't be fooling with that one that did an entire live about her today. And y'all got to think about it. If y'all been in the saga, it's kind of close to the girls trip. It's kind of close to the girls trip, and y'all gotta tell me y'all remember when they had one planned and she was talking about she was gonna sleep in the other whole different house than them, and then she changed her mind, she wasn't gonna go. This is making me remember that because this is probably what it is. She probably don't want to do that either. You know what I'm saying? So let's cause some friction, and she'll get out of that too. Jeannie speaking from the sisterhood point, but not from the truth teller. She's not. That's true. That's true. Jeannie got to be on the right side. Well, listen. Jeannie, she could just stay on her side. Break room can't tell anyone how to take anything because when people apologize to break room, she accepted the apology and came back the next day cussing everybody out. Same thing she said Jeannie did. All right, let me press the button.
Each other and not base your thoughts off of the saga. That's what you just said, right? So once again, I admit I hadn't heard the whole video, and that's why I only spoke on what I heard. Once again, this is what I'm speaking.
Now, Lex, going back to what you said, she knew about it. She didn't watch it. I mean, she watched it. She just didn't join. Like she's saying she didn't watch it. I don't believe that. She watched the whole thing.
I just said it 5 times, y'all. I said I didn't hear the whole video, so I can only speak on.
I'm sorry, y'all. So I'm gonna answer Kim real quick. Kim, it was the super fans, Sean, Amora, Ashley D, Break Room, Miss Mel. I think that's it.
I heard. and what I saw. So I spoke on the banner break room. I spoke on the banner, and somebody came in, gave me their opinion about what I felt about the banner. They simply said, well, Jeannie, everybody have their own time frame. And when they time come to apologize to Bree, they will. I spoke on the banner break room for 1-1. I said if I was eligible for a apology, the first thing I thought about when I seen the banner, why wasn't Miss Bree face on that banner? Why didn't she receive? And I went on to say, rebuilding trust after LaTrue saga, what is the plan when it comes to rebuilding trust? What is the plan? And I'm speaking on
I'm trying to
confusion live, and y'all think it out, because I'm speaking on what I witnessed and what my face and my involvement had to do with the live stream. Now, bringing confusion over here like I'm confused. No, Bookie, I'm not confused. Stay with me. I'm only speaking on two parts that went on over on the Superfan Live. I'm speaking on the banner, which I saw, and I'm speaking on them apologizing to me, and I'm speaking on trust. See, let me break it down to you. Mina ain't put you in no damn group and frame you, okay? Neither did they cut your head off break room 411 and put your head on the snake and drag you when you ain't did nothing to those women. I was in a sisterhood group with these women, talking on the phone with them every Sunday. I never said nothing negative to those women. It was always positive. So once again, to my supporters, to people who's in the comment that wants to engage with my question, okay? Because I don't just step to people beat. And I do have trust issues. And that was something I told Mina. That's something I told TC. I said, listen, y'all, I don't deal with women. I say I say it's been years before I told anybody. I told Mina, and I told TC how I had distanced myself from women that look like me because they are backstabbers.
Period.
You can't trust them. I told Mina and TC them I had a trust issue. So I'm on my panel break room 411, and I'm asking questions that I want to know. How to rebuild trust after the LaTrue saga. You over here. I wasn't speaking on your live. Why super fans ain't in here? Why they ain't in here engaging in the comments and try to make clarity? Why they ain't in here?
I'm gonna pause it, y'all. I see y'all. Okay. Why wasn't they in there? You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like, I'm going to say this first. You know, people got to stop believing that because people come out here, you know, somebody told me, oh, you can stop trying to talk with that soft voice. This is how I talk. This is how I talk on a regular day. This is how I talk on the phone. The people that talk to me know that, right? So, but y'all got to stop believing the people that come out here and play the role like they just perfect. Like they ain't never did shit. Like they don't do shit. They ain't doing it in your face. That's the only problem. So stop believing that these people ain't out here doing fuck shit. Okay? And running with that narrative like they are just not so fucking messy. You are. You was in a mess. Let's stop it. And then y'all know they say what they say. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. Right? Break room, you was dead ass wrong. I don't care. You can address me. I will not address you back. Okay? You was dead ass wrong. Because it is hard. Number one, I'm gonna say why you was wrong. Because they should have been in there for themselves. She called you a bodyguard, and rightfully so. And you don't understand why people think they was using your panel to get their point across when they had their own. It looks like you're the bodyguard, sweetheart, because you're always speaking for them. They have a mouth. They have Twitter fingers. They can use them. But you're always somewhere but never want to be in the mix, allegedly. So it's kind of hard, break room, to build barriers with someone who didn't even know what the live was so called about. And somebody else up top just said in the chat that TC said that she just made the banner and nobody knew. So it's a fact. How do we not have no? I feel like this could have went so much better as grown women if a conversation was had beforehand and then they came together and they did this panel. But it didn't go like that. So that's where y'all effed up at. People should have had conversations, and then y'all would have knew how they felt, and y'all would have knew if there could actually be a resolve. It's not what they say to your face; it's what they say behind your back. Right? No loyalty across the table. Super snakes. I noticed that people always tend to stop supporting the truth and forgive at the most convenient time. So I understand why Jeannie felt like there was an ulterior motive, and that it wasn't genuine, right? So facts, and I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Because if you see how things went, and then where they went, you can definitely see that it looks like there was another motive. You know what I'm saying? Is this really real or not? And then she done already came over here and seen people come and go. You know what I'm saying? Although she done came and went too. So I feel like this. Number one, you do not go. You just like you was telling this lady break room to watch the live. You really could have sat back and watched her live and let her continue and let her say what she needed to say instead of coming. That was disrespectful as hell, coming in somebody's chat in all caps, trying to make them understand what something was about when they're asking a question that really is a general and open question. Woo. Okay. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm right here, y'all. So my power just went out because it's storming over here. Can y'all hear me? Okay, cool. Yeah, it's storming real bad, but thank y'all for waiting. Let me pull this back up. Okay.
You over him. I wasn't speaking on your live. Why super fans ain't in here? Why they ain't in here engaging in the comments and try to make clarity?
Okay. So that's what we stopped at. All right, cool. Y'all can hear me. So I was I was saying that they was basically saying, let me go up to some of the comments first. Hold on. Okay. Okay, Dreamy. So it was. She actually. Okay, so so the banner was actually changed, I believe, to add two people, but Jeannie did add Brianna to the thumbnail. Yeah, it was changed, Boo Love. It was changed. She had a personal relationship with those two women, and they snake her like she snake RH. Facts. Upper, I agree. Hey, Lady Love. Um, they all need to get behind the gate and lock it. And when I came in, I asked y'all who left the gate open. They left it wide open. I mean, they left it open like Felicia had that door open all night long. Okay. Um, they are all insects followers. Hold on, let me. Facts, you changed me. Those are some valid questions. I thought they were valid. Okay, well, okay. Oh, okay, well, why that lady picture was pictured at the bottom like that? Yeah, because that was added. That was added. I just didn't say that, Dreamy. But yeah, I don't feel sorry for none of them cyber bullies all day long. She talking. Jeannie really annoys me, but she raises some valid questions. Um, thank y'all. Okay. She felt it was disingenuous and clearly it was, but I agree with Upper. You can't tell someone how to feel about something you wasn't a part of. The snake and moves. It's best not to speak. Period. And that's what I said. So basically, that's what I was saying. But you also do not, you do not come in nobody chat, typing in all caps, trying to make them see what you're saying, especially when you see that the chat is already in turmoil. It's already people everywhere in the chat. So you just adding. You just adding to it instead of just letting her simmer down, you know what I'm saying, and talk to her after. You know what I'm saying? Or if they wanted to talk to her after, because she wasn't speaking on you. She wasn't talking about you. Yes, you maybe was on the panel, but this was not about you. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of people problem. They have a way of making something be about them when it's not. Um Nikki Ray, oh, Jeannie only truthful when she not speaking on our race, so she ain't no different. She with the mutual dislike of him, and they've been lying on that man. Exactly. You know, and I already said that. You know what I'm saying? That's why they are friends now. They're friends. Her relationship with most of the people over there is based on the dislike of RH. And listen, it, hey, if she don't want to like him, she don't have to like him, right? That's all up to her. But if she was really as solid as she want to portray to be, then she would have just stood by herself, like she said she know how. That don't mean I'm gonna go team up over here and I'm gonna start, um, taking up for Big Bree. So, but then people start saying, so what happened was at this time, you know, oh girl went and hit the live button. That button dangerous than a mother. I'm telling y'all, that button is dangerous. And so she went and hit the live button. You don't realize these people keep saying that which Jeannie did do. She did apologize, but oh, she owe you an apology. She owe you an apology, but y'all didn't look at what she did and the way that she did it. You don't go in nobody chat like that. I don't care how you feel like you was trying to explain it. You seen how the chat was going, so you just added salt to the injury. You added salt. You know what I'm saying? So unfortunately, you wasn't expecting that clapback, but I feel like it was all fair. You know what I'm saying? Like, you came in, she wasn't discussing you. You put your 2 cents. You typed in all caps. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you meant what you said, so she said what she said. So I feel like if you feel like she owes you an apology and you feel so attacked and you so hurt behind it and you did not deserve this and you did not deserve that, then she did not deserve for you to come in her chat when it was already in shambles and she was trying to explain to people what she was trying to say. It was even, you went further though. You hopped on your live while she was live. That shit is disrespectful. I don't care how. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. It was disrespectful for you to even go hop on that live while she was live to get those people over there to talk. You knew what it was finna be because you saw some people wasn't going for what she was saying, so you already knew that those people was gonna come over to your live and talk they shit. The mature thing, since everybody, want to throw that word out there, the mature thing to do would have been to let her finish her live. Exactly what you was asking her to do. You was asking her to go watch the live, and I feel like the mature thing for you to have done was to let her finish her live. You could have sat back and watched her live. Because when you hit the live button, it caused more chaos, more unnecessary opinions of supporters and content creators. That's what you did. So she thinks she's a bully now. So she thought she was going to check Jeannie, but didn't. You know what I'm saying? You don't, man, please. Man, it's so crazy how people really know who to, you know what I'm saying, who they think they could play with. But when it's really time, y'all get quiet, hush mouth. She could have even said, because it was people in there she was dropping a link for. She could have even said, hey, can you drop the link? I want to explain. I want to talk to you about something. Like, that was just what you did was not right. So you owe her an apology as well. How you just feel like you was just done so wrong? She said it right here. I wasn't talking about you. You came over here. That's what she said. You came over here. Yeah. So, you said that live was supposed to be a smack in the face for, I guess, the content creators over that you no longer talk to, because they no sides, right? So I ain't gonna say over here, but the content creators that you never talk to, that you don't talk to, but who got slapped in the face? That's special. That's all I'm saying, Special K. Everybody want to walk around. They want to talk about what they could have did to be adults, what they could have did to be grown, and how to, move like this, and how to, and oh, those people like, no, baby, it's you. It's you. So are you going to be doing 40 days and 40 nights? We the people need to know. Are you 40 day in it and 40 night in it? Let me see. She galloped her long mouth ass on her panel and lit that giggly bush to fade the embarrassment away. But embarrassment was still in the voice today. God damn. I mean, so I ain't even think some of y'all could get your feelings hurt. The way y'all be out here talking about a whole ass hoe. I didn't even think some of y'all could get your feelings hurt. And that's for real. But baby, they still hurt today. People play with who they do. And they do. And that's a fact. She'll be preaching and reading the Bible in a couple of days. Tonight. Good, so embarrassing. Why would the other one think she was done wrong? Well, and that's what I'm saying. I do feel like I don't know. Rozzy, I really was trying to figure out why did you think you was done wrong? Because if you didn't expect to get cussed out in that moment, told off in that moment, then yeah, something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Something wrong. Yep, she did. She did that. She did. And I mean, when I and then I heard today, um, oh, that's them people, they want to start stuff. No, 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 no. No, no, no. I was I was bright eyed and bushy tail, baby. I was up. I was up. That was y'all supporters. That was your people. And say it wasn't. I'm like Felicia today. And say I'm lying. And say I'm lying. Because, baby, the screenshots do not lie. That was some of y'all well-known everyday supporters. That was not trolls. Yes, a troll came in there. A troll said a thing or two, and they was got up out of there. That was y'all everyday people. And that's what y'all need to understand. And I think recently that's what happened with somebody else. Two content creators. Those supporters. Those supporters. Okay? Take heed. Ebony said she didn't even know about the live since they just put her face on the banner and didn't tell her she was supposed to be there. And that's what I was trying to explain. And I guess TC did say she did. She just made the banner. She just made the thumbnail. AD was seeking strength from break room, but it simply was not there. I don't really I don't do that. Right. I don't do that one. Dreamy girl, the thing about it is those just words. Loudest motherfucker in the room wouldn't bust a grape if they stood on top of that motherfucker and I don't watch his backyard if I gave him a vine to do it with upper. Now, if I crash out and say the wrong thing, the police getting called. Mm, mm. That was a eternal dysfunctional tribe over there. Yeah. What you said, Cara? I not great debater. You know she only singles your comments, Elsa. Upper facts. So you mean to tell me that live was like it was the other day? So you mean to tell me that live was like it was that other lady was sleep child? And ain't and can't. Um, I still want to be like you, Upper. Not when you grow up, Cara. Krisha, it was some of the heavy hitters. It was some of their everydays. It was some of their day ones, everyday supporters. Yes, yes, yes. Because if you want to keep it a buck, they got one of them out the chat, and she went on over to break room chatting, baby. If she in here, she know exactly who I'm talking about. They got her ass on up out of Genie chat, and then she went over there because she was talking big shit. And I break on the other one friend why she was so upset that she wasn't mentioned. Oh no, that ain't what she was upset. Which one? You gonna have to put some initials or something, Rozzy. Oh, I hope these lights don't go back out. Rozzy, put some initials for me. The other one thinks it was wrong because it made the panel and the sisterhood look bad, asking if they are only coming together for this like others. It did. You know what I'm saying? It did. But the truth hurts. It hurts. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, the truth hurts. Because if, for instance, yesterday, what we was talking about, on the phone yesterday on Tabby panel, I said that's why if y'all was in there, I asked Upper who called her. I was like, yeah, I called Upper, asked her to come up there. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm gonna put you somewhere, or you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna ask you if you want to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ask you. I don't know who it is, Rozzy, because it's two people I'm thinking. I'm not just gonna stick your face on something that especially with people I know y'all ain't talked, because some of them because the super fans talked to some of those people that was on it that knew that these people don't talk. So and know that it went further than just this here internet as well. So that was just like that was a lot. Nope, they can't blame no one over here. Y'all take a bow, Special K. But they tried. They tried, and that's why I said on my wall, like I said, I was once told, like, in relationships, any relationship, you can't blame nobody else for your actions. Period. That's it. That's all. And that was y'all actions. That was y'all doing. That was y'all people. Y'all did that all by y'allself inside that gated community, sis. Y'all did it. I'm finna play it. I'm finna play it, Sabrina. Okay, Cree, I figured you want to talk about it. That isn't a sisterhood. Those are lost souls looking for it, searching for it because they never had it. They never had it before. The ghosts. Okay, the ghosts. You know what? Man, I'm gonna keep it a buck. That person is just real mad that Amber name ever came up. I'm sorry, man. I hate for her to see Amber in person, y'all. I hope we see Amber the next day because Shorty is absurd. Shorty is crazy. Like, for real. Did it matter who she used as an example? Shit, I think she used a great example. If that's sisterhood, I don't want it. I'm trying to tell you, yeah, people coming together because the dislike of others and haven't talked about their issues between themselves. And that's what I said, Ebony. All it had to do was be a conversation. That's it. A conversation could have been had, and those people could have decided if they wanted to come up there or if they didn't want to come up there. And that's just the fact. Did she say she changed her mind about that little trip? She ain't said, because I think I heard her today saying, something about, being excited about it. She didn't say it, but I feel like this put me in the mind frame of when at one time when they didn't go on they trip. And I said, Jeannie said that trip coming up. I'll try to get up out that. Real talk vibes, they act like they don't have real friends in real life. For real. When trying to kiss ass goes bad. Oof. Yeah. It went bad.
In him.
In him.
This is what I'm talking about. Everybody want to gatekeep, bodyguard, rock and roll with who they want to rock and roll with. This was not your life. So it seems like to me, you keep dropping down here in the comments like you getting offended because I'm asking, how do you rebuild trust after the little truth saga? We all grown, and we can't make people say or think what you want me to say, what you want me to think of that live stream. I said I did not watch the live stream.
I ain't watched the live stream.
The end.
Yeah,
and I'm only speaking on the two things that I can speak on, being that I didn't see the whole live stream. Okay, y'all apologize to me. But hell, after the 3-hour live, 2-hour live, 1-hour live, now what's the plan on rebuilding trust? How do we repair broken trust? How we repair broken trust? Because hell, in that case, break room, you should get up on the panel with Amber and Ashley. Amber, Ashley, Chat, and every damn body else that the cross shoot. If it's so easy, and I should be able to understand, let me see you go over there with Amber, and let me see you go over there with Ashley, Chat, and Rel, and everybody else who have cross shoot.
Now, I know Amber ain't trying to do that. I feel like she's comfortable where she is, upper as well. You know what I'm saying? I think people have had enough of that, getting on panels and apologizing and shit. I had enough of it, and I didn't even get out there, right? So, but the truth is, if that's what you call yourself doing, then you could go sit with them people, and you wouldn't go and apologize and come right back talking about it like you did. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. You can't demand maturity from someone else when you can't even do it yourself. Thank you. You took it out of my mouth. That's it, and that's all. That's it. That's it. You wrapped it up. That's what she was trying to do. And that's why I say everybody want to act so mature. Everybody want to be so grown. That's why I said that. She is trying to demand maturity from this lady. She is trying also demand her. Oh, I think you should go watch the live. For what? My question don't require that. They apologize to me. I apologize to them. Okay, now how do we move forward is my question. Why do I need to go and watch the live to get the answer to my question? She was trying to say that shit. She said it all kind of ways to get them to understand. I understood it completely. Who said that? For real, I'm gonna be sleep too. Um. Mhm. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And you could tell. Well, I knew that feeling was gonna happen anyway because I seen how the chat was moving, and very much so, she has the right to feel that way because um people didn't stay long enough. I mean, they stayed, but they didn't sit still long enough to actually listen to know what she was saying. These things were done to me. I feel like I did nothing to you guys. So I need to know what can we do to move on. It's as simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I wasn't on the back end. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do know they put her head on a snake. I do know that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what exactly she did to them. But what I am saying is the question was, how do we rebuild trust? Queen, I don't know. Maybe you could come up and tell us. Let's talk about Don went to jail. Why? Who's it? Who? You want to come tell us? You could come tell us. We would love to hear about it. So anyway, but that's the thing, Annie. They gave her one before she went live. Exactly. Upper special K. That was a good example. People say sorry 1, 2, 3 times and continue to do the same thing. Hey, Miss White. Let's talk about it. Dawn went to jail. Why? Um, with people they don't know, right, Fee? With people they don't even know. With people they don't know, or not even trying. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't met none of these people. You know what I'm saying? You haven't met none of these people. You haven't talked to them how many times on the phone? Why are you stuck on trying? I get it. Why? You know what I'm saying? Because if you're now, let's talk about it. If you're talking about building trust, then maybe you thinking about being cool with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, did the apology? Did you know? Because on Jeannie's side, on Jeannie's part, if she still felt the way she felt, that's what I asked her earlier. Was the apology just for her? Was it to Was it for her, or did she want to be the only one to apologize to look like the bigger person? So we didn't get there yet, but y'all taking it there. People really act like these folks really matter in their everyday life. Jenny does not want friends. Jenny does not want friends. She don't. Jenny wants some money, and that's about it. Let me see. Trying to go back to Ebony comment. They kept trying to sway how she felt when she kept saying she had a real sisterhood with 4 people, and she wanted to know how we are going to move forward to rebuild this trust. Yes. So basically, she said that she trusted them. She had a real sisterhood with them, and then they tried to frame her and put the snake on her head and all of that good stuff. Yeah. But Ebony, nobody. The thing, and the only point I'm trying to make is they didn't stop, because that's what they do. They didn't stop and say, let me listen to see where she's going. They just already came in and felt like and brought the negativity in. That's what they did. That's what they good for. Forcing friendships will never be my drop. If I don't mess with your ass, that's what it's gonna be. Like I can be the same room with a motherfucker and never talk to you, and that's a fact. I ain't even gonna start because you could be in my house and I won't talk to you, but you could be here for somebody else. But I definitely understand. Hey, Madus, the craziest shit ever. I don't know, Miss Lisa. What you think? Hey, Madus, people act like Jeannie does not want friends. She don't. Miserable people. Look how many times they snake people. They burn a lot of bridges. Um, and let's just be real. A lot of people can't get along because they are alike. They're too much alike. So they ain't gonna never get along because they too much alike. Because it don't matter if I ever meet any of you in my life. I'm mature enough to I know how to be cordial. You know what I'm saying? I know how to not deal with you if I don't want to. I know how to deal with you how I want to. But that don't mean that I have to be nasty to you. This they reality queen fee. They think this real life. They do. They do because if you see how some people get on here and how they talk and how they just like it seems like the exorcist is coming out of their body. Yeah. Yeah. Tree said Jeannie is not to ever be trusted. In real life though. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to learn people for yourselves. You have to know, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why people need to learn energy. Energy is very that it will jump on you. Um she's not to be trusted. That don't mean she didn't say some shit that made sense though. So she find it hard to build trust with others, but she fully trusts Nate of all people. Tanya, I had wrote that question down. But y'all can answer that question in the chat. I'm gonna steer clear from that. Because I didn't put a name to it. I just asked in general. How do you find it hard to build trust with some people, but not others? When you've seen the shit they've done, when you've seen they're already untrustworthy. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said people can get along because they are alike, and people can't get along because they are alike. Yes, they are. Krisha, you are going to hear in a minute. It gets quiet and then the phone. I agree, Dream. Snakes. Ain't no damn sisterhood. These are a bunch of strangers defending another stranger. Yeah, I pass. Yup. She actually got a taste of the medicine they gave. There you go. There you go. That is exactly what happened. Period. You hit it on the head because that's exactly what I seen happen, and very fast. Come through, says heavy on the aisle pass. Yep, exactly, Queen. This my girl. Hey Troy, what's up? What's up, Troy? Troy was live this morning, I think. Um, Motherfuckers is really in court over strangers off YouTube. That's so embarrassing. Yep, I say so myself. Supporting lies, supporting pedos, supporting a bruisers. Who needs friends like that? Get somebody else to do it. The only reason she hasn't been, let me tell you, baby. They gonna bite at the same time. They gonna bite at the same time. Because from what I heard, you remember they tried to sit feet down and make her listen and repeat out the I heard a phone call was made and oh yeah, and I was quiet and I listened. Y'all man, please. I wish. I wish. Everyone isn't meant to be friends. Apologize if you like and move the fuck on. That's what we talked about last night. You changed me. Everybody is not gonna go where you going. And that's fine. Boyfriends, family, everybody ain't going with you. Hey, Makila. I hope I say it right. I'm not privy to what's going on, but from what I'm gathering, the sisterhood then fell out. They left the gate open, models. The gate is wide open. Okay. And they ain't wrap it up last night. They ain't put the chains on it. It was still out here. I got trust issues, so I pass. Shit, me too at this point, Special K. The way they drug Bree, now they support her. Be for real. Hmm. They looking past that though. They looking past that. They only looking at the other people that did it, that they say did it. She got me all in her live. My pick, my body. They speak on my mother's shit. They don't know about, but folks, listen. I wish I would address any of their ass ever again. They are the same. Yes, Miss Lisa. They gonna bite at the same time. I was praying someone was gonna do a reaction off that foolishness. Uh, the crash out is real. Troy, how you feel about it? I heard a little bit of your live, and how you feel about it? What you feel about the crash out? Who crashed out? I'm finna drop the link. I'm finna drop the link for y'all. That's what I want to do. I saw a lot of crashing out, whether it was the comments, whether it was the CC, whether it was another CC. I saw a lot of crashing out. Special K. I saw a lot of crashing out. You know what I'm saying? See, that's what. Miss Foxy said it's all fake AF, and look who haven't been in live in hours. Yeah, the crash out. That is, she been quiet because the leader told them both to. No, they pretending so they can milk her supporters. Oh, they doing that, and they trying to really right now see who could keep them, who they could. You know what I'm saying? Let me make this person look like this, and I'm gonna make this person look like this because now we need to see. It's yeah. They trying to see who gonna keep them. May the best one win. Oh shit! All right. Hold on a second.
Fair is fair, right is right. And this is what I'm talking about. How you know when it's real? How you know when it's real from people just joining force because of dislike?
All right, y'all.
Because if you
I'm
can
tired
have
of
a
talking.
fixed
Catch
mind
that
and a
link.
fixed heart and a forgiving mind and a
Y'all got a
forgiving
lot to
heart
say.
for
Hey,
whatever
Hercules.
Mina or TC or anybody else did to you, then damn it, you should have a fixed heart and a fixed mind for whatever Amber, whatever Ashley Chat, whatever whoever else did wrong to you. This is what I'm talking about. I'm not that one-sided person.
Yes, they do have a lot of snakes in the grass.
And that's all I'm saying, New Day. Don't discredit my feelings. Like all y'all didn't see these women put snakes on. Just took my head and put my head on snakes just because I came out here.
Jeannie,
and
they
said,
good for
discrediting
feelings, baby. You watched it happen.
Said anything, did anything.
You actually helped them discredit somebody else's feelings.
But
somebody else's real life, their true real life. You helped them do it.
I accept that.
It was your turn. It's only right.
Again, now, how do we reveal trust?
What's up, Candace? Could it be?
Why is
could it be they trying to get
over here?
I heard a long time ago that that's what they was trying to do.
The live at all. I didn't see all the live, so I'm speaking on what I saw, what I heard. That's what I'm speaking on. I asked a question. How do we rebuild trust after the Little Truth saga? I don't want to be a person that is labeled. Oh, they see what I see now.
Uh-oh.
They see the truth, what he cut out to be. truth wasn't cut out to be. So you know what? We'll just apologize to her because guess what? Him, you see it.
Now, I'm not gonna say that I don't want to get into all that RH Brianna. Not you, Miss Lasandra. I don't want to get into what she's saying about them two right now, but I want to take that message out of there. Because see, what happened was they no longer care. Thank you, Fee. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. See, they no longer care for him. So they had to go team up with the masses of people that don't. That's what they did. The play is so damn clear. It's so clear. That is what they did. They went and teamed up with the people that didn't like him. See, hurt people for real. And they was hurt. They was hurt. And they wanted to make him feel the same way because that's what people do. That's what hurt people do. What's up, Miss Lasanda?
Hey y'all, hey chat. You
You
see
low.
what
You a little low.
I'm low?
A little bit.
Oh, I
Go
don't know
ahead.
what.
We can hear you.
Okay, what I want to address, I went before your live. I was over there listening at the lady was on the panel. But Jeannie was asking her. She want to know why the super fans stopped supporting Robert. Well, I'm here to tell y'all
It sounds low to me.
why
It might be this.
Robert stopped supporting them, because he was watching everybody live and he seen them in the chats that's dragging him. After he put that picture up of them, he had seen them in there dragging and laughing at him, so he took it down. So that's why he took that picture down, because he seen they was snaking and they was in the live dragging, people were dragging him and they was in there laughing about it, getting super chats and super stickers. So that's why he took that picture down. And I know that for a fact. That's why. Everybody want to know why super fans stopped supporting Robert, because they was in them chats with the bullies. That's why. They was over there with people dragging Robert. And Robert seen through it. So he took the picture down. That's all I want to say. Since y'all want to know over there, that's why he did it, because they was snakes. They started moving in a moral chat, break room chat. Everybody was dragging him. They was in the live on panels and everything. So what you think he's supposed to do? He no longer can trust them.
I agree.
That's why he did it.
I agree.
That's what happened. He seen through them. They was fake. They wanted clout so bad. They were jealous of Steph. They wanted clout so bad. They went and hooked up with the ops, and they was supporting him going to all them events and stuff. But from my understanding, Steph was the one putting that together. Yep. So that's why it happened. So I hope they listen, and that's what happened. It ain't nothing else. He seen how shady they was and how they was moving. They was in the chats with people bashing him and dragging him. So he seen that for himself. Cause I'm one of the ones make sure he seen it.
Yeah, they did show their authentic self.
Yeah.
Miss Love said they stabbed him in the back and just wanted him to take it. I agree.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But that's all I want to say. Somebody else could come up. I just
So,
want to address that. That's why he did what he did.
okay, okay. So Nina said yes, Miss Lysander. I was wondering why he was still friends with them because I seen it all. Sometimes you just gotta you gotta fool the fool.
But see, Robert is the type, he don't listen at anything you say. He have to go see it for himself. And he seen that. He watched that. The same day he really seen it, that's when he took that post down. That's right. He saw it for himself. And I don't blame him. Why would you shout out somebody that's over there every day? They was over there in them people lives every day. They had done got where they was staying up all night with her. And I watched it. That's when I found out. And let me tell you something. When I found out, people was telling me, because I really supported TC, because when I had my house fire, she was the only one reached out to me and kept in contact. And people was telling me about her, but I always would tell them I got to see it for myself. So
Mhm.
one night
You're
I just
supposed
woke
to.
up out my sleep.
You're supposed to.
And I just woke up out my sleep, and Lexus, let me tell you, Lexus was the one used to always tell me what I told you, Lexus.
What we talking about? Cause I just got up here.
When I just tell you about when y'all used to tell me about TC, what did I tell y'all?
Oh, you said I gotta see it for myself. I gotta see it for myself.
And when I
I
seen it that night,
see.
and I inboxed her, Cree, y'all. I inboxed her. She was on the panel, and I inboxed her, and she went and told Mina everything I said, and Mina addressed me on the live, and
I
I
know.
got mad. I got mad and was telling TC, and that's when I fell out with him, and I went to call him all kind of names. I fell out with him because you ain't had no business telling Mina what I was inboxing you.
I agree. But they try to say they're not messy. You could, even if she shared it with her, that's her homegirl. Okay, cool, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it didn't have to make it to the platform. And then I heard them saying, talking about somebody else, and I instantly thought about you because they were saying we didn't. Why did it have to come to the platform? Y'all do the same shit.
Yep.
Yep. And they were talking about me, and I know they were talking about me because I was the only one inboxing TC. I was inboxing her. And I told her how I felt. And after then, I seen for myself they was messy. So the same thing Robert seen, that I seen Robert seen, and he took that banner down. That's it, and that's all.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. I agree. Special K. What's up, Lex?
Yeah.
What's going on?
But I'm gonna jump down, Chris.
I'm back.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks for coming up, love.
All right.
So what we talking about? Cause I seen you didn't drop the link and you said y'all gonna
Yeah, I
come up
know. Tired of
here.
talking. Do you
Yeah.
heard me say?
You said I'm tired of talking. Yeah. So what's going on?
Nothing. We was just talking about but you had some comments in there. You felt like she
Yeah,
threw it
because I think, to be honest with you, everything that she was done yesterday, we all know nothing was genuine with that live because it was the truth. It was for a mutual hate for my sister, right? Everybody on there don't like Amber, including her. Everybody in there
know
has
what?
said something about,
Yep.
huh?
But you know what? I feel like I could put a couple of people in there. They don't like RH.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like Amber. So when she said dislikes, I agree. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's all. That's what it came to. So yes,
Yeah.
I do believe it was because of Amber, but I believe it's because of RH as well. Because I feel like that's even
Yes.
why they ended up with them.
But think about it. Would she have gotten a bigger response by those two that did the lives? Would they have responded to her if she just said RH's name like that, the way that they did today and
No, they
yesterday,
wouldn't have.
last
But
night?
you gotta remember, right? They wouldn't have. You are absolutely right. They wouldn't have responded like that. But you already know why they responded like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like those they you know what's up. You know what I'm
And
saying?
so where
Anytime that anytime Amber name is brought up, it's gonna be that response. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. To me, it's an obsession. I don't care what they say.
you let me tell you something. What I do, I will honestly say wholeheartedly, what I do believe is that was a play for Jeannie. And I'm gonna tell you why. All right. We already know she don't care for Toya. And she really
Mhm.
don't care for the super fans, right?
Mhm.
She actually called Toya Boya
She
in her
she
live,
always
right?
she did it last night. Mhm.
Uh-huh, she actually did. So if we're gonna talk about it, let's talk about it. Why are you so upset about this at this point? You're not really upset that they did all this because everybody knows where you stand when it comes to Toya for sure. You know what I'm saying? And we also know that you really don't like to be friends with women. So we all,
Lem-
you're pushing it. I feel like they pushing it on her at this
Somebody
point.
said it though. Somebody said it in here. So she is friends with somebody.
Hmm.
You know I Tim. She's friends with her, right? So
Yeah.
they both don't mess with Boya, right?
You're right.
So I also feel like she feel like that's who called the state on her business and all of that. So
Mhm.
I feel like she more so would have took to them, but she wasn't having it with the other one.
That at all. And then another thing, there's too many people's hands in the pot for her too. Think about it. Everybody that was on that panel, everybody that's on that thumbnail, besides one person, is monetized. So that's a lot of sharing the same supporters. So that means that's a lot of sharing of the money too. And so guess what? I feel like this wholeheartedly. She started that ruckus. She knew throwing Amber's name out there was going to start a ruckus between somebody, and she knew who the weakest links were in that is given. She knew who it was. She threw it out there, and what happened? They caught it. They did their lives, right? They're arguing. They're saying this. They're saying that. People in the chat saying, "Well, we tired of hearing this. We tired of like just move on. The past is the past. Let's just move on. The past is the past." They're tired of hearing the same bickering and that's gonna get supporters to be like, you know what? I'm tired of supporting them because all this is all they want to do. So that's two less people. Since we finna add two more people, we're gonna have to get rid of two people. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like that was her end goal. Everybody can't get paid. That's
Well,
too
let me
many
tell you
hands.
something. So
That's too many-
previously, right? Previous to this, and I think Ashley Chats had actually talked about it before. Jeannie had asked a question to them. So it's been this for a minute, right? She just finally really bringing it out, but she basically said, why did she said, did Ashley Chat's break room, Sean, did they think that they was gonna be treated, they was gonna be open with welcome with open arms, now that they don't support? So it's giving jealous. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she don't want them to be around her friends. It's really giving jealous.
and
I
then
mean,
another, and I'm just gonna be honest, too. What that live itself, it was looking like it
I,
was trying to basically be like, yeah, we can do it too. What y'all did, we can do it and do it better. But it was an epic fail because none of us argued or got mad about anything.
no, for what?
And when we all had that kumbaya moment, it wasn't planned.
I know. I
It
know.
that came,
And they thought people were
genuinely.
gonna get mad. They thought it was gonna be lives
Mm-hmm.
behind them getting on the panel. Nobody really in reality, to be honest, y'all, nobody cares. Nobody cares. You know, the back end conversations that we have nowadays don't even really be talking about this shit. So we don't care what y'all doing over there. So to try to do it to be a smack in somebody's face was, girl, that was worthless. You could
Mm-hmm.
do something better than that. Shit.
Brazzy, I'm gonna say this. It was definitely, in my eyes, it was definitely a play only because she knew to throw that name out there like that. She knew it was gonna get two people in the upper. She knew it. I just feel like that in my heart. She knew them two names, even though what she was saying was absolutely the truth. I can't take that away. It was absolutely the truth. However, she knew that was gonna be somebody was gonna fall for the okie dokie.
So I'm with Amber on this one, Lex. I don't think she said my name on purpose. I believe that they are so used to saying my name for everything and blaming me that I was the first name that came to mind. And that's true. I feel like that too. And I feel like they know that she knew that was gonna irritate. See, Jenny was doing it to irritate her because she felt like she was in her live popping her shit. So I feel like she
Yeah.
knew that name
So
was
yeah,
gonna irritate her.
that's why I'm saying she did it on to irritate her. I
Hmm.
don't think I don't think had maybe if she didn't come into the live like she did with badass Billy intentions, but was real a little humble, you know what I'm saying? Because she didn't say it with her chest out. I do know. Okay, my phone went out. She didn't say it with her chest out. She did come in there very. I give her that. It was respectful. However, it was not nice nasty to me. I'll say that it was nice nasty, not respectful, but nice nasty to me.
Okay, because I
And
was
when
gonna say, I was
yeah,
gonna say the
so
disrespect came. You know what I'm saying? Like at work. I type all day. I message people all day. You know what I'm saying? Don't
Mm-hmm.
why you messaging it? Why you sending your chat in big ass caps? Nah. I don't
Yeah.
like you know what I'm saying? So and I feel like that's how she felt. So I think it was I guess nice nasty, I guess. Rising
Mm-hmm.
said she don't think it was a play. The only reason she says that is because she didn't know that Break Room was coming in there to try to defend super fans. And I believe that, and that should teach you a lesson though, for real, because when I did last night, yes I did, I went into Break Room's chat and TC was in the chat. So I mean, if they, you know what I'm saying, like why you, they could talk
But
for themselves.
I'm also, I did listen to that live summer when she did finally unprivate it. I did listen to it to see what was all said on her end too.
Bingo.
And she wasn't loud. It wasn't a roast. It wasn't
Mm-mm.
nothing. It wasn't a
It was
drag.
kind of
It
a
wasn't.
hurt. It was an embarrassment.
Yeah, it wasn't. And also, she did mention the fact about throwing out Amber's name. So just it irritated her. It irritated her. But I think it's her support of super fans that might have got her over there. But throwing out Amber's name and saying, "Oh, Amber, apology too," that it got up under her skin. And I
Mm,
know it. Other one really went crazy. So so
mm-hmm.
she so she did that because she was irritated and she knew it was going to irritate them.
And Miss Lisa, you right. We are. We're Gucci. I don't care how they spin it, how they want to put it. And we over here chilling. Now it's two more people added to getting them. Now what she say? Now it's two more added to getting them. Now somebody only gonna be short. She said the money gonna be
Yeah.
short.
Yep. And that's the thing. That's how I look at it. It's two more hands in the pot now. So now there's two. They got the supporters now. Don't get it twisted. They got the supporters, but at the same time, if they busy giving all them two, the biggest two on there, all their money, now they
Mm-hmm.
got the other. Now they got the other two. They get their money too. Well, barely the one, but now they got the other two, the newcomers coming on. That's too much. That's too much. They
Let me
they
tell you
sometimes
something though,
go with
and this is the way I think. They got the supporters. They got the supporters in numbers. They do, right? But it's
mm-hmm.
not support when I don't know what I could say to you, and you gonna be like, "Oh, oh, you talking crazy? Peace, I'm out. Oh, you have a good night." Like, don't nobody want to deal with that, so you don't really know if you. That's not support.
Mm-mm. Because you're only in here because I'm saying what you want me, and they know what they're doing. They're saying things that they know they're gonna get the supporters that in there to support them financially. They're gonna do that. They know bringing up Amber's name is gonna get them what, them super stickers. That dragon gonna get them super checks, cash checks. They know this. They know that. She just like, and then you think about it, she over there right now. And that's what my point right here with her too is, if it was an issue with the super fans and this and that and the third, why are they on her thumbnail today with Toya and Robert? Why she
Who is
live
it?
about
Who thumbnail?
Mina's on there, TC's on there, and Toya's on there, and Robert.
On who thumbnail?
Jeannie's today,
Mm-mm.
right now.
Be nosy.
Yeah, they're on there. Mina, you can't really tell that was Mina because it's that one with the
Yeah,
wig on
I
and it's
see
in
it.
gray. Mm-hmm. So what you did yesterday was superficial, was very superficial. You didn't even have to do all that if you're gonna turn around and do a live today at 6:15 about this, about these people, to talk about Robert.
Hmm.
So you just as
I
two
agree
faced
with
as you.
Lexus about everything, but calling out Amber's name was used as an example and not to be messy this time. I could say she did use it as an example, but she also knew that was gonna get under their skin. She knew what she was
Yeah,
doing.
I'm not saying it wasn't for example. We know it was for example, but clearly you knew that using her name and saying that nobody is in favor. Excuse me, everybody on the panel is not in favor of Amber. Y'all, I can say y'all owe her apology. She knew that moment, in that very moment, that was gonna get up under their skin. That was gonna cause them to not focus on what's at hand at that point anymore. They were going to be able to go do their lives and talk about what she did and it's Amber's fault and all that other stuff. And now she's free to do her live where she dog walking Robert, but using the Superfans and Toya's face on the thumbnail. So that's very contradicting that she even did that live yesterday and then turn around and do this live today.
It is, but so yes, I call like a little let me actually see. I call like a little let me see how this one had wrapped up after that. But I did catch a little of that one, and I didn't catch the part where they said she was crying. She had to take about 5 minutes. I'm sorry, that's all game. Like
Yep, Rosie,
I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing all of that about my life or something like that. Yeah, I can see myself crying, but about me not talking to her or some people not standing with me that man, I'm not doing all that. Sorry. Sisterhood my ass. One time we as grown women has to know and realize one thing, I think. That even you have a group of women and they all talk about one another, good or bad. It's giving y'all not getting any of this money, and y'all only coming over because the hate for people and money, and that's it. That's it. But that's true. That's true. There is. Because if anything, you would have just built it from the ground. Especially if your mouth run like that one, like you just big pressure out here. You would have just got it out the mud.
I was just amazed that I didn't see any of those. I didn't see them horns come out. I didn't see that smoke coming out of the nose. I didn't see nothing being said with the church yesterday, last night. What amazes me. So I see you can have a normal conversation on YouTube without dragging someone.
I and Malish Marie, yep, Malish Marie. I tried to tell people that from the start because she used to always say I didn't even sit with y'all women. I didn't even sit with y'all color. It is what it is. Like I don't even know. Like y'all people can say what they want to say, but I love her. You know what I'm saying? Like, and at the end of the day, I'm not supporting no. I didn't even sit with y'all color. What? Don't girl. What?
That sounds crazy. That sounds crazy. What do you mean you didn't sit? Hey Trey, how do
She
you
said
what do you
I didn't sit with y'all at the lunch table. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
okay. If you say so. I don't know.
Sabrina. Mm-mm. I think she threw their names out because she used them as an example because she said Amber AC. She even said Retta. She did. She said all three of their names.
Yeah,
She
she
told
said
her
all of
go make up and forgive them.
that, but which one of them do they all really hate with a passion?
Shit, I ain't gonna lie to you. I take Ashley Chats out the mix and just keep Amber and Retta, and it's up and it's stuck.
Yep.
For real, one of them got a real hate for Amber, and one of them got a real hate for Retta. Shit.
Yeah, and that's the truth.
Br was mad because JK said Am's name. She needs to scratch her ass and get glad. She needs to get help right along with AD at this point because that's all I can say is giving obsession. This was a good curveball though, a show for real. Hmm. It
And
was.
and my thing is they have a real problem with people that take accountability. I'm gonna say this: they have a problem with people that take accountability, and they have a problem with people who gives an apology. Why? Who are you to tell somebody that the apology is not genuine? Who
Hmm.
are you to say that the accountability? You can't tell people how to apologize, and you can't tell a person how to take accountability when you haven't done neither.
Yeah, well, and this another thing. While you saying that, I also want to say, I heard a big lie today about how people don't care when something is going on between these content creators, and they don't go watch their lives to go live about them. That's a lie. That's one of the that's you told a big lie, lady. Because y'all damn sure be over here, y'all damn sure be hitting that live. Y'all cannot say when Dawn was um going back and forth with her sibling, y'all wasn't hitting that button. Y'all was all in the business. So stop lying. Y'all very much so be over here. So y'all thought what? Y'all thought y'all was gonna say that, and we was supposed to feel bad for watching the show? Bitch, we girl.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because she
Mm-hmm.
said break from and good night, and then ended up coming back. And she was real mad about that. She said good night, and then she ended up coming back. I said, it's all a joke, all of it. Jenny also said they kissing Nate ass because she showed her paycheck. She did say that. Ain't no taking that back. She meant that. I mean, everyone is thinking it anyway. She said what everybody is thinking. And that's it, and that's all. Because I mean, let's just be real. Not just Nate paycheck, but one of them said, uh, um, you can't, what you gonna do now? I got supporters you can't take. And I was like, ooh. Is that what it's for? You know what I'm saying? So it's all just about having somebody support, some super chats, some stickers, some clicks, some views, and watching people money.
And
These
that's
motherfuckers watch somebody, they pocket watch all day long.
and it's too many people hands in the pot now. It's
But you
too many.
also have to watch the play. She could be divided and conquer between the group within. She is. That's what she doing. That's what's gonna happen. And then let me it's a put in my opinion. She might not even be doing that purposely, but baby, she started breaking it down. She broke it down a little bit. We point out Jeannie valid points. She broke it down a
Mm-hmm.
little bit, Special K, just by what she did last night and pointing out what it is. Because, like Upper just said, what people be thinking, she actually said a lot of it. She could do a live about that stock market crash, and Robert gonna still be. And I'm trying to tell you, she gonna say Robert made the stock market crash. RH and his supporters, can y'all believe they made the stock market crash? Join me tonight, 11:45. Dog walkers. Jean Bean went off on somebody on her community wall. It's going down. Actually, dang, I didn't share it to my. She was talking some shit on her. Let me see. On her Facebook. I'm gonna read it because I didn't airdrop it to my computer. She said, "Pray for me. I've entered a group where I should feel safe, but people are throwing shade balls at my YouTube live from last night. At the same time, they're building up the other people live while speaking recklessly about mine. But none of them have messaged me to express their thoughts or feelings. They chose to do it in the most disrespectful way with nice, nasty words. I should feel safe in that secret spot, not shaded. Peace be with me." Then she said, "I can apologize and move forward. My face was pinned to a banner with a woman who called the state on my business, and the other two knew she had called the state on my place of business. I have people inboxing me to come on the panel with this crew. I declined the invite and took to my panel to speak on rebuilding trust with these folks. I'm not part of a cult. I will not speak what you want to hear all the time, but respect me because that's all I have given you. Who's throwing shade. Ooh, we ain't the only people throwing the cult word around. Motherfuckers don't. I swear they find the right. They think they be playing with the right people when they be checking shit, but ain't nobody checking that. She said she ain't a part of a cult. In translation, y'all is a cult. Okay, that's it. That's all. But we knew that. She said one thing for sure. uh, is that God will reveal who's real with me and who's fake. That's why my trust is in him, not people. And then y'all, just so y'all know, that was the end of the live. She was just trying to say the way we gonna have to rebuild trust is through God. He gonna have to work on me and let me do my thing, and he gonna have to work on them, and then like that. That's what she was trying to get to, that she could never get to. But she said you can ask someone to pray with you and for you. They will turn around and use that same tone to try to tear you down. She said, I'm not sure what you people are thinking, but it's clear they thinking with the wrong side of their brain. If they believe I want to fight with those I apologize to, my question was about rebuilding trust after forgiveness. I can be petty, but I've witnessed pettiness at a new low today. Tanya, she did apologize to them. I asked y'all earlier why did she do that? If she still had feelings like this. I feel they should have just listened to Jeannie because she asked them, can I speak how I feel? They said yes, they did, Ebony. And when she spoke on how she felt, they really didn't want to hear it. They did. They already had their mind made up. What Mr. Sanders said. They are really jealous because Queen Fee was shown real support and love, and they thought it was just going to last. It wasn't going to last. They did. And they cannot take that she is genuinely showing love over here. We genuinely like her. And that it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That I heard them say like people switch places and they are where they should be. And maybe y'all are right. That's it. That's all. Y'all can tell I don't get out too much. Who the heck is SF? Y'all answer that for her. For Too Cute. It's clear they're a cult, but Jeannie part in it isn't unconditional. Alexis, do you think Jeannie points were valid? And believe Alexis alone. Do you think so, Mup? Do you think so, Amber?
I don't know why she playing with me today. She better leave me alone. Because I said she had a point when it came to the apologies from the other two, when she got mad and said what she said. Well, we can say the same, because the truth of the matter is the people on that panel do have a problem with Amber. That is a true fact. But she also has to include herself in that one too, because she does too. She done did a couple of lies on Amber too. So
Mm-hmm.
it's both of it goes. You can say she has a valid point, but you also can say the shit didn't make no sense too.
Kimberly said in that post she was talking about their leader. She was live today talking about it. She uplifted the super fans. When they realize that everybody is for themselves over there, they'll be so much better. The leader ain't got no loyalty to nobody. And that's a fact. Jeannie about to switch up on them, and that's it, and that's all.
Oh,
I'm
that's
glad
didn't happen. You could tell
because we've
because
been
she don't.
saying it for
Jenny
weeks.
about money. Jenny about money. That's too many people hands that's got to be greased in that group right now. That's too many. When it was just Hunter Moore, and Fee, then Fee left them. Guess what? It's just them two. As Chat's gone, it's just them two. So the money gravy with them. Baby, you got to add two more people. Then you got to add the other two up there. That's too many hands that got to be greased, baby. She finna walk away. Grisha.
Oh shit! I was telling my two to mind her business. I was over here talking. I said I ain't
Oh
ate all
yeah.
day, girl. I'm eating some candy. I'm hungry. They said break room
Mm.
just went live. Hawthorne Nail is beefing for dummies. Christian, what's up, Miss Foxy? Exactly. We love us some Queen Fee, and thank y'all for her. We love her and support her in real life, and that's a fact. And they don't like it. I agree, Lexi. TC and Mina is so two faced. I mean, I don't even know how they
That's
can't get they
six. They
for
is six.
real.
They is six faced. I'm sorry, especially that man. I thought it for real, for real. I thought it was TC, and she is very much so messy. But
Hmm.
that other one, she oh baby, she got a mouthpiece on her.
Mm-hmm.
But TC is messy. She's the messiest one. It's just I think Mina is her TC is the messy one, and I think Mina is the enforcer.
Yeah, she the manager.
Mm, dedicate man stop. Stop. Stop.
I, I promise. I was just texting that they crash it. That crash it was a game for them to not take their support away. It was. But she tripped out when. She tripped out when she said, "I ain't no damn coat." For real. And it was the cry thing was a game because if I'm not mistaken, she went right into start talking about Queen Fee. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like these people ain't trying to move no forward. They ain't trying to be positive. All that shit is talk. A good game. Who you need to talk about on her YouTube page? Her YouTube page say only little girls get upset over someone's opinion. You can never make me mad, especially if that opinion is coming from a person. Oh, I ain't reading that because
Yeah,
yeah,
cause you yeah yeah.
child.
Because
I don't
I
like when
like
people.
that one.
You
Cause
saw
the thing about that right there is she does. She knew not to say that person name.
no, she know what to say to get the people to even like the status
Mm-hmm.
and come back around and I'm still here. I'm still with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Just come on. We still gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? Please, girl, bye.
Mm-hmm.
At this
Mm-hmm.
point, I think they want to smell the pussy. Child, I don't like. I'm. I mean, dang, child. I don't like when people use God name and turn around and say they about to walk someone like a dog. He has her intro and picture of RH with a dog chain around his neck. I'm sorry. I seen a dog walking a horse today on Facebook.
mm.
Didn't it? You saw it, Lex. I don't know who did that, but I definitely saw it. Very messy and always coming in the chat talking about what's going on, sisters, knowing she been sitting in everybody bushes.
Definitely trying to
Mhm.
keep us some
So
shit.
They was woke last night. That's why I couldn't understand. Well, I do know one of them was woke. I won't say they. But I didn't understand why they didn't go over there. What you yikes, Sabrina? What that? What happened? Um, it's close to the vacation time. JB don't want any part. No, she do not want to go on the trip. She don't want to go. Mm-mm. I said
Mm.
that.
Y'all, because y'all know last time they were supposed to have their girls trip. Y'all see what happened.
Well, she,
Remember
well,
the
she was
super
supposed to do one with Mina.
with she was supposed to do one with Mina and
Yep.
TC and Stephanie, remember? And she backed the hell up out of that. So it's only a matter and what happened? They exposed her. So think about what's gonna happen. This is what she does. She can't be around women. She has a thing about women, and it's not that the women did her any kind of way. I really don't believe that. I feel like she don't trust women because of what she might have done to other women, and she
Yeah,
puts out
that's what
what
it
she
is.
done to other women, and feel like somebody's gonna do it to her. That's just like if you're being accused of cheating, and you know you're not cheating. The person that's accusing you of cheating 9 times out of 10 is what cheating. So they're putting what they're doing, their guilt off on you. So that's what I believe with her.
Me too. Yeah. I mean, because just for you not to mess with, and I've heard people say that's why I don't mess with girls or I don't talk to females. I'm not gonna lie, and I don't like when people say I don't need friends because I feel like we all need friends. You know what I'm saying? Like you just don't
You
know how to
do,
be a
you
friend. You don't know how to have a friend.
do. Not be a friend. So that's why you say you don't need a friend because you don't know how to be a friend. Because
Yeah,
you probably didn't snake the couple people that you called a friend.
yeah, and like
And
and legit,
with them, and the thing
even
with them, they use
friends have
that word
disagreements.
very, and they use that word very, very freely. That sis and that free word and that friend word they use very, very freely. And everybody doesn't get to be called sis. Everybody doesn't get to be called friend because everybody is not your friend. Everybody is not your sis.
If absolutely, Sabrina, you talking about the Rakadushis?
Oh, that's on. Ooh, I gotta go. I gotta go watch
I'm finna wrap this thing up too. I
it.
was just trying to get through these comments right here. Hey, Jeannie got on her live today talking about I was crying and I couldn't even believe that I could cry so much. She said she ain't know. I'd heard. She said she ain't know her tear ducts could hold so many tears. I said, child, y'all don't stop this shit for real. She don't want to go and ain't gonna go and ain't she not. No apologies necessary. Hey, Freddie, it's my first time seeing you. Ebony, I don't watch none of those channels. I truly stay home with my people and I go to other channels that doesn't have nothing to do with the saga. I'm not gonna lie to cute. I really don't either. And that's a fact. And I'm definitely not commenting in none of them from no page. But I watch true crime. My YouTube is full of true crime because that's what I be doing on YouTube. She claims it's because of her brother that got that part Lex. Lex is going to watch. Is this some new ones? Lex has put it in the chat because I didn't watch all the ones that I'm caught up. She is not going. Period. Bean hangs with her daughters only, and that's it. And sister, watch somebody else use this as their reason for not going on the trip. They weren't going anyway. This 52 years God gave me showed me how to choose the people in my life. Knowledge is power. Absolutely, absolutely. I started learning that real early. She was bullied as a kid. It talked about as a kid about poor broke. I think that's the issue in them damn glasses, them big ass glasses. Okay, I'm not calling none of y'all sissy or sis. Okay, don't be offended anymore, please. All right, just call me niece. Amora is gonna ride with Jeannie. Mm, mm. I don't know, Miss Lasonda. Miss Lasonda, let's bet. Let's bet because I don't think so. I don't think that they don't like that code word. People need people and friends need friends. I truly agree with this. I do. Hi, the unknown realm. I do agree. Great life, Cree. I want to know who is keeping that deposit money. Child. It might be spent. I want to know who's keeping that deposit money. Special K, you my sissy poo and can't get rid of me. Great life, Cree. Thank you, Lexus. Lexus, I just asked you a question. Is the Rakadushi's back on? Hey, came from Facebook. Shout out to Heaven on Earth. Hey, thank you, Heaven on Earth. And is it Thai East Rose? Is that how I say it? Why Eddie always think everything's about her? Krisha, I will play the ending tomorrow. And yes, they are back on. Okay. Yeah, but I watched. Okay, so I'm going to just check it tonight. All right, y'all. It's been real. Oh, that's right. Thai East Rose. Welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. Y'all, I'm tired. Your girl ain't ate all day, nothing but like a breakfast sandwich. Okay, good. I'm finna watch them out too, and I'm tired. I was up late, as y'all know, being nosy. So I'm gonna lay it down and just rest. I love all y'all for coming and staying and engaging. That means a lot. I did get some coffees. Hold on one second. But I don't really want to call no names. My sister and so thank y'all whoever sent the coffees. Thank you to my two. Some Angel said, "What is the Rakadushi?" So Angel, it's called Dang, that's not the name of it for real. What is it called? What is it called, my two? Because it's not the Rakadushis. It's called Ruthless. Thank you, Tanya. It's called Ruthless, but it's real good. At first I couldn't get into it, but now I watch it. But it's real good. It's about a cult. So watch it, y'all. And Nina said Robert is live. Thank y'all for coming again. I'm gonna get out of here. I love y'all. Be safe. Stay dangerous out there. Good night. Lisa Ruthless is deep. It's something else. It's an acquired taste for real. All right, y'all. Good night.